Let's listen and stretch together the story of Jesus calming the storm. One day, Jesus, Warrior One pose, spent the entire day sitting on the shore of a lake, telling people stories. Many, many people came to hear his stories, and at the end of the day, Jesus was tired. Jesus said to his friends, the disciples, "Let's go to the other side of the lake." Bound angle pose. Creak, creak. The fishing boat creaked and rocked as Jesus and the disciples climbed into it. When everyone was in the boat, they pushed off from shore and began sailing across the lake. Boat pose. As the boat gently rocked through the water, the disciples had fun telling fishing stories to each other. Soon the sun disappeared behind the dark gray clouds. The wind began to blow stronger. The boat began to bob higher and dip lower. Waves crashed over the sides of the boat and rain poured from the sky. Lion pose. The disciples were soaked from the rain and shivering from the wind. As the lightning sparked brighter and the thunder cracked louder, everyone became more and more afraid. Rabbit pose. Everyone except Jesus, because Jesus was in the back of the boat, his head resting on a pillow, his knees curled into his chest, sleeping like a baby. Child pose. The disciples were so scared, they shook him awake, yelling and crying, "Jesus, help! We are going to drown! Please save us, Jesus!" Flowing goddess pose. Jesus calmly stood up. He looked at the disciples and said to them, "Friends, why are you so afraid?" Then Jesus looked out at the raging sea, the howling wind, and the pounding rain. He lifted his arms and said, "Peace, be still." Sky warrior pose. As soon as he said the words, "Peace, be still," the lake became as smooth as glass. The wind stopped blowing and the rain stopped falling. The lightning stopped flashing and the thunder stopped booming. Everything was peaceful. Everything was still. Create your own peaceful, still pose. The disciples looked at each other with wide eyes and open mouths. They were amazed at what they had just seen. Amazed that the wind and the waves heard Jesus and did as he said. Jesus is always there to help us when we are afraid. I wonder what you are afraid of that Jesus wants to help you with. Amen.